Welcome to the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix International Raceway. Now, PIR is one of the most scenic tracks on the NASCAR circuit. This is Rick Allen, and this 1 mile oval raceway is tricky to maneuver, especially with the dogleg in the middle of the backstretch.
Welcome back to NASCAR Heat Evolution Career Mode. Today we're at Phoenix International Raceway for the running of the Good Sam 500. And this is our second of 3 races in NASCAR Goes West. The next one after this will be Auto Club. So, last race at Vegas, not much to say. Leia didn't really improve on her last race. She finished 23rd, but still in the 20s, though, is still an accomplishment so far for the 28 machine. And now it's going to be a lot tougher. As you can see, I'm sort of drifting here at Phoenix. I mean, apparently at this track is really tough to brake, and you have to do a little bit of drifting to get through the turns. So it's going to be a real challenge for the number 28 machine. And I know this is the repave Phoenix, but it's weird that they have you drift a little bit to brake. So we're trying to get used to that. Anyway, she's gained a lot of positions on the start, now up to 23rd. And she's not doing too bad. She's not doing too bad so far. Now she's up against the only other female driver, Danica Patrick, and whoa, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. They're getting a little antsy. Ooh, Eric Amarola getting a little loose. You see, she was trying to brake, and it's a little tough to brake here at Phoenix because it is so close. I mean, the pit wall and turn 1 entrance are very close. Like they're, I think, together, so it's very hard to brake at the right time without hitting the wall a little bit there. So you might see that often with a couple drivers. And now she finally got through Danica and trying to get Eric Amarola. She does. 21st for Leia so far, and she's doing great. She's doing great, and she's trying to improve after Las Vegas was not much of a success. She came to 23rd. And, well, she's working her way up to the ranks. I know I've said that many times in my past races, but I'm just saying that she's working her way to race with the big boys. Now we're going to turn 1. Let's see if Leia can hang on. A little drifting. Again, a lot of drifting is needed for Phoenix. Now she's closing in on Chase Elliott. And this is a 22-lap race. We're going to have a pit stop as well, so I want to add realism. I added pit stops so that it could be real and more challenging for Leia, and I wanted to make it look better. So now she's closing in on Chase Elliott. Elliott, by the way, was a runner-up in one of her first races. I think that was back in Texas. Not doing so great right now in 20th. But that might change, though, as if Leia's trying to close in. She almost hit the wall there, so she's going to lose a little bit of momentum heading down to the 24. And there's a lot more drifting as well. You saw smoke coming out of one of the tires. It's hard to brake at this track. Even if you have an experienced car, I can imagine that it'll be just as tough to draft with any car here at Phoenix. You probably saw some of my races I did at this track. I had to do a little bit of drifting and aggressive driving just to win in both of those races. But those were different drivers. This is with Leia Walker, and now she caught up to Chase Elliott. Makes the pass for 20th position. Now Chase wants his revenge. Ooh, man. Wow, Leia's trying to block him. But Chase Elliott's trying to be very aggressive. And now she's losing momentum. She had to really brake on that corner. Elliott's trying to spin her. Oh, boy. More contact. And now she's going to lose even more momentum. That just sucks here for Leia. She is struggling to try to stay afloat against Chase Elliott and David Reagan. Reagan has gained up on the lead on the 28 machine. Now Elliott looks low. Another chance, another bit of drift, trying to leave a little bit of smoke there. Not intentional, as as Leia's trying to brake, and it is hard to brake. I know I've said it many times, but it is hard to brake here at Phoenix. I mean, You need to do a little bit of drifting in order to navigate through these turns perfectly. And I can imagine what the other tracks might be like with career mode. So, can't wait. And now now the other two seem to be closing in on Leia when before the turns and exiting the turns, but when they hit the brake, Leia seems to be the one that's gaining ground. Now David Reagan trying to get by Leia. Oh boy, a little contact. And Leia's trying to get away from the two, but Reagan's coming back. More contact there. And side by side, and she's going to have to let Reagan by. Oh, look at this. AJ Allmendinger's added to the picture. We'll see if Leia can get Reagan again. And not quite. Just can't quite get David Reagan. Now Allmendinger is going to go by the 28 machine. And now we'll see if Leia can get them on the brakes. Here we go. More brake. Reagan contact. Side by side again. Maybe in the wall. Oh boy, that is real tight. Well, Reagan in the wall, and Allmendinger gets by. So the question is, will Leia be able to hang on? I know it's a little too aggressive being that I'm in 21st right now, but every position matters, so Leia's just trying to show off on the other drivers what she's got. Oh, contact with Allmendinger, going around into the 28, and they rack. And somehow Leia's Walker's able to stay in the race. And there's no caution. Wow. I thought for sure that would pull out a yellow flag, but no. Allmendinger completely went around, and so did Leia, and Leia still was able to save it. Only lost one position. I don't think she even lost a position after spinning with the 47. I mean, wow, are you kidding me? No caution? That should have definitely been a caution. Put Leia with damage in the back, but wow. That honestly, I thought that should have been a caution. Because that would have been a challenge for Leia, but at least it would have been realistic. But wow, I'm shocked. That should have been a yellow. But honestly, wow, I don't know what this game thinks. I don't know how you could pull out a yellow flag at this game. I don't know what you have to do to pull a caution, because we had a caution before in Atlanta. We couldn't see it. We obviously had a caution here at Phoenix. That wreck should have been a yellow, but it didn't pull out a yellow, which is weird. I mean, wow, really inconsistent. But anyway, Leia's caught up with Chase Elliott, and she goes by for the 20th position. Now she's back to where she was before the wreck. So now she's 20th, and that's her best finish so far in these first 4 races here. I should say first 6 races, counting the 2 races we had to do to get sponsors for the 28 machine. And like I said, there's no way to customize your car, which sucks too. So career mode is like bare bones, and we're going to have to try to work our way around it. But we're still going to try to do every race. I promise we will try to do every single race in the schedule and work our way up. So anyway, Leia pulls away from Chase Elliott, and 6 to go. Our fuel window is within 4 laps. Leia would try to stay out and gamble, but well, no, she's just a rookie. She is going to have to play it safe here. Maybe in the future races she'll try to gamble, but well, the time is just not right. So now she's just trying to hang on to the 20th position, but she knows she'll have to pit within the next couple laps. And now I've done less drifting, which is pretty nice. We're finding a groove with this track, and there you see more smoke, as turning is just really hard at this track. Especially when you got a car like Leia's. It's really hard to turn. I'm not sure how the AI does it, and I'm not sure exactly how the AI is able to stay in the line without smoke, but Leia's coming down pit road a little early. She thinks it might be part of a good strategy. She might gain even more positions. You never know. So now she's coming to pit road. She decided that she's going to go with only a can of fuel. Well, if we go with no fuel, obviously, we would be out. So that wouldn't be right. No repairs because, well, there's no damage in her car. She wrecked out with AJ Allmendinger, yet there's like little damage to her car. Another thing unrealistic. You only saw damage from the hood, but that doesn't affect her running it. And it's weird. It's just really weird and bizarre that she wrecked with the 47 and she only got a minor damage on her hood. I mean, yeah, I don't understand the logic at all. She comes out a lap down at 36, so her strategy of pitting a lap earlier than everybody else kind of didn't pay off. A couple drivers did pit. I did see one other car pitting. I think that was Joey Logano, but now she's 36th. Wow, I guess she should have pitted a lap later. Maybe she would have kept her position by then. She got through Elliott again, but, well, she's a lap down. And got through Brad Keselowski, but again, a lap down. But it's still nice to see Brad K running. And, well, Brad K is 17th right now. So not really far from, not really close to the leader at all. Excuse me. But, yeah, you saw Brad... excuse me again. Man, I'm coughing while I'm recording. Yeah, that's wrong. But anyway, Truex Jr., she goes by Truex Jr. This will be her last lap. She is a lap down, and she's just trying to make the most of it. So it was a crummy day overall. I mean, she got wrecked, and she pitted a little early, and now she's dropped to 35th. But definitely where she should be, realistically, because of the wreck with the 47. At least she got through Bobby Labonte, and she was able to get 34th position. And that's where she'll finish. So 34th today. Man, I have a dry throat today. I'm sorry, guys. But she's reached 1,000 fans now, so she does have a small but loyal following. But she's 34th, and that's just her worst finish yet. And we'll have to work on that, definitely, in the next coming races. So here are the results. Castle was just awful, and Kyle Busch took home the win here at Phoenix. So 4 different winners in 4 races. That's what I like. A lot of diverse winners here in the schedule. That's the only thing they got right, at least. Well, we didn't get money from our second sponsor because we didn't finish in the top 30. But now let's see where we stand in the points, and she is sure going to be taking a big dip in points. She's down to 26th. Yeah, that was her worst race yet, and it was awful from the start. I mean, yeah, I just couldn't believe it. But she does get an upgrade. She does get a basic milling upgrade, so she's starting small and working her way up. Our next races are going to be our last race of NASCAR Goes West at Auto Club Speedway. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you there.